Wow, timing could not have been more perfect. Game bro.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I am currently trying to find a place to talk. Yo, how you doing, man? How you doing there, Cam?
Tired.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice. I was gonna, well, a lot of things were in my brain, but I was gonna say, in terms of making it better for you guys, in terms of the time, because I don't want you guys to be like getting on the podcast so late on your time and you guys feeling exhausted and tired. I want to make sure I get you guys fresh. At least got some energy in you.
I mean, I always have energy. I'm just tired today.
No, I know. Cam is always representing. Always. All right. Hello, listeners. Welcome to the High Data Podcast. I am your host, KQ Dog, and this is episode 55. Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Sorry. Huh?
Where the hell is Whitley?
You know, I don't know. I don't know what really is. I talked to her earlier today to ask if she was going to appear, and she said, I don't know, I might. And I said, I would take that as a no.
You know, so she just done with the podcast, I see.
Well, you know, it's really interesting, Cam. The energy, I wish she was here because I would say it in her face. The energy that she's giving off is so much like how Chelsea was when she was on the podcast, and Whitley was like, where's Chelsea? Where's Chelsea? Where's Chelsea? And I was like, man, I mean, you know how Chelsea is, it's like, whatever, I guess she ain't on the pod. Literally what you just said. And I was like, wow, I'm having deja vu. Deja fucking vu. See, I'll be honest with you, Cam. I was gonna call Wesley on a real quick tip, see if he was able to pop in on us.
Nah, that nigga on the plane.
He's on the plane.
Yeah, him and Jen going to Florida.
Oh, good for him. Good. I'm glad he's traveling, doing things. All right. Well, another duo pod it is. So yeah, we can get to the topics at hand. And I'm actually glad that Willie's not here again because some of these topics I really want to get into, and I know she doesn't care about the one that I'm talking about that we might spend a good time talking about. So, yeah, let's get it in. It's always some shit. Shit, we can start. Well, we can start with you or me. We can start with Dear Mama, and that's me going crazy. Or we can talk about Ja Morant, and that's you going crazy.
I mean, I ain't really got too much to say about Ja, but so I'll go last. So, yeah, I want to hear about the Dear Mama doc because I kind of want to watch it.
All right. So, the Dear Mama documentary, my mom definitely saw it first. She was like, you must watch this. 5 episodes on Hulu. I binge watched 1 through 5. And gosh, man, I had a huge conversation about this with my mom. So I know that I was going to come to the podcast with a whole bunch of shit. So my takeaway from it was educational more than entertaining, because I learned more about Pac's mother, and Pac, but more about the influence of Pac's mother on him and the things that he did and how he did it, why he did it, etc. Nah, man, like I'm not the biggest Tupac fan. And if I were to go with who would you rather listen to, Pac or Biggie, I choose Biggie every time. So, I wasn't necessarily married to this doc series for his musicality. I did love the work ethic, the things that people had to say about him when it came to music and his work ethic, his lyricism, how he approached his content, and the things that came and the stories behind why the content what it was. I feel like that was very eye-opening to me in terms of, you know, how detailed he really was about his music. His image, that's where me and my mom were having a bunch of conversations because, you know, well, unfortunately to me, he died before I was born. So he died in 96. You know, he died in 96. I was born in 97.
He basically died before I was born. Shit, I was only a year old. I ain't no Tupac.
Well, in terms of the things that they're saying about him, these are all things that I wasn't alive for. You know what I'm saying? Even if, you know, even if you were, you know, a baby, you know, just not even existing on this earth and hearing the things that he was doing was interesting. The one thing that I wasn't shying away from was where a lot of people were in the documentary, they were praising him for his brashness, his boldness, his outspokenness. And then on the same end, I'm not saying they would bash him, but they would say things like, you know, he probably went a little overboard. We probably should have told him to calm down. You know, someone should have told him, nah, Pac, that ain't what we should be doing. You know, so the hypocrisy in that alarms me, and it drew a huge comparison to Kanye. So, you know, in terms of the origin stories of these two gentlemen, Tupac and Kanye, and Kanye is the sole person I'm gonna, you know, compare this documentary and Pac to, because to me, in my lifetime, in my generation of music, I mean, in my perspective, Kanye is the closest thing, not to Pac, but in terms of what you see in the documentary and what you know, or and what you learn about Pac, and then the things you know, or if you've ever seen the series about Kanye, they're one of the same. Because what I mean is they both come from unique backgrounds, right? Tupac's mother, Tupac's whole family are literally the Black Panther Party, right? The real Black Panther Party in the '60s. So he was the generation of the Black Panther Party, right? The children. So everything that he came up from, you know, was from Black liberation, Black nationalist, Black excellence. You know what I'm saying? Protection, you know, uplifting, all these things. And that's where his origin story starts, right? That's where his mind is. It wasn't until he got into the music industry and unfortunately certain things were happening to him to where his mind started to shift in different directions that, not for nothing, went totally against what he was preaching on. And you just see a man, a boy, and this is where, like, I had to come to realization, and it wasn't realization until literally the 5th episode. The man was 25 years old. 25. I'm 26. So he was doing all that, going through all that at such a young age. I think for some people, they look at him as the blueprint of uh, I can't really put in the blueprint, period, end of sentence, right? That's what some people will call him as, say him as. And then some people will say he's this thug life gangster, you know, who just was consumed by gangster shit and ended up killing him. The documentary shows the duality of the two. It shows he, through his interviews, his music, his videos, etc., he says in his own words, he had a specific plan, a specific message he was trying to push. And he had a whole lot of plans that he was trying to accomplish at one time. And because of his early demise, he wasn't able to do it. But the people who support his legacy speak on even his lowest lows, heights. And that's fine, because that is set in stone in hip hop. I think the problem I have with this is, and I was saying this to my mom, in relation to Kanye, the things that my mom was speaking on about Pac, because I'm just saying my mom wasn't the biggest Pac fan either. If anything, this was educational for her too. And she was saying that it it opened her eyes, and a lot of things that she looked at negatives were positives, right? In terms of his actions, or the reasoning behind his negative actions for what he did. And I felt like that is a contradiction because I feel like X, right? Because these these men died at a young age and they weren't able to right their wrongs, their legacy that they left will be looked at as a damn near fairy tale, right? Rather um you live and you are able to, I guess, right your wrongs in real time. Basically, what I'm saying is, you die a hero or live long enough to be the villain. So at 25, there are nothing but praises for Pac. I say Kanye, I keep bringing up Kanye, because at 25, 25, 26, 25, he was doing late graduation. If Kanye West would have passed away at 25, just like Pac did, I feel like even though he has done everything he's done, Kanye West, and we're like, dude, what the fuck? There are things that Tupac did that's like, what the fuck? And I was like, are we just gonna ignore that he did this? Are we gonna ignore he did that? We're gonna ignore he did that? Yeah, but this, that, and the third. And I'm like, well, so where's that sympathy? Where's that empathy? Where's the understanding for someone like Kanye West? Right? Because I want you to watch this, Cam, because there are a lot of things that Pac is talking about, what people say about Pac, which people say about Kanye. He has mental issues. He has a lot of stuff going on. The trauma. They speak on his mental illness in the film, in the doc series, as damn, damn near as to me, damn near as an excuse to for his actions, right? To where Kanye be doing the same shit. And we be like, man, that nigga crazy, that nigga stupid, that nigga fucked up, that nigga, no, there's no understanding. He's out of his way. And that's where I feel like that's not fair. That's not fair. And I'm not trying to make a sympathy train for Kanye, but I think that when you watch this film, you'll see the duality in what I'm speaking on. But off of that, I definitely think that it's a very good doc. It's very educational. It teaches you a lot about the Black Panther Party. It teaches you a lot about the system inside of it. It tells you about the history, and there are actual existing living Black Panther members in the doc who speak on it personally, right? And it reminds us about what America is, what America was, and what America still is. And Pac, as the person, the soul, the being, the artist who was living in that time, he was the best representation of that era, right? That is what they are trying to paint the picture of. When you think of the 90s, or when you party, you think of all the things that they went through in terms of being the rebellious, the quote unquote villain, the terrorist group, right? They basically tried to sew that in with Tupac while he was doing what he was doing, and they did it very beautifully. So that is my serious take for the Dear Mama. Now I have a petty ass take. I have a petty ass take. Are you ready, Cam?
Yeah.
So, and this is, and you're gonna notice this too. So they talk about Pac and him being a ladies' man and him having all the love and the ladies and the ooh and the ah shit. I think even Madonna got a shout out in there. You know who didn't get a shout out in that damn thing? All 5 episodes. You know who I didn't see? A picture, a mention, a voicemail, shit, anything. I ain't see a lick up. You know who I didn't see?
I already know. We talked about this already.
Oh, we gonna talk about it live. Jada Pinkett
Jada
Smith
Pinkett
was Jada Pinkett Smith was nowhere near, didn't sniff a microphone, a camera, a mention, not even an old school picture. They brought up Tupac's fiance, who was one of Quincy Jones's daughters, and how they were madly in love, how they were supposed to have this family, like they were a match made in heaven, right? And they emphasized that for a little bit, and I was like, that's odd. I don't see not a damn thing
about Jada.
No Jada. And then I'm getting super petty, king petty. There was a moment where Pac was beaten by two cops from Oakland, two officer cops, beaten really bad, and he had lumps on his head to where he had to shave his head. This is where he shaved his head, right? Because of the situation that happened. Because before this beating he had with these two cops, he had hair. He had different types of hairstyles. He really was he was doing it. He had a little juice cut and everything. But when he got beat and he shaved his head, they mentioned that he had alopecia. They said that he had alopecia. That's why his hair didn't grow back the way that it was supposed to, and all this, that, and the third. So we just kept it bald. And I was like, huh. That's so cool. That's such a coincidence that you just so happen to have alopecia, just like you, like, damn. Why did he not mention you in the doc at all? Groupie hoe.
Yeah, she was just getting fucked on. That's all that was. She fell in love, but she was really just a piece of ass.
Will Smith, damn. And let's be clear. None of this pettiness came from the doc. This is all for Dear Mama, Afanti Shakur and Tupac Shakur. It don't even talk about his love interest like that, if not at all, for real. But we gonna talk about this shit because we live in 2023, and and if there's anyone who champions Pac every single year on his birthday, is Jada Pinkett Smith. And you ain't even in the goddamn credits. You can't even get in the club. You ain't even in the club. You cheerleading from outside the club. That's crazy. Come on, Jada. Yeah. So yeah, no, but that's basically it. That's basically it. That's all I have for the Tupac Dear Mama doc. We can actually just segue and to the next topic, and then we can officially get started. But Jaden Smith has a restaurant. He has a restaurant in LA where he sells at the food truck and he gives food for free.
Oh, that's nice of him.
I'm so glad that he's doing his part in the community.
He's just a icon living.
Exactly. Icon living. It could have been. No, see, let me stop. Well, but yeah, no, shout out to Jaden. We want to bring balance when it comes to the family. Don't want to just shit on everything. So good job, Jaden. All right, man, it's your turn.
I fuck with Will and them, but that whole family weird as fuck.
Indeed.
All this shit coming out, they weird as shit. But I guess my topic is Ja.
Oh yeah. Speak on it.
I've already spoke on this multiple times, and I have my same opinion.
Everybody else.
The only thing that I really have to say about that is, like, at this point now, it's just kind of getting blown out of proportion. Because, to be honest, at first, yeah, it was something serious. But now it's just like, bro, don't nobody give a fuck. It's Ja. He's a young kid, bro, who just doesn't know how to. He ain't got no fucking home training. That's really what it is. You see how his fucking dad acts on the court and shit, and the nigga just ain't got no home training, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, that nigga gonna do what the fuck he want. He got on national television or social media and apologized the first fucking time and turned around and did the same exact shit and now he's apologizing again. So he just gonna have to reap the consequences. I mean, there ain't no point in anybody talking about it because it's not us, it's not the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But I just know for a fact, me or you, we have a job that we have now. We post a gun and flashing guns and shit and stuff like that. Your company just happens to find out and find that shit, you might not have a job. And that's real life, bro. And then Ja Morant's life that he is playing basketball right now is a fucking job. People who fucking defending him and shit like that get mad, talking about, oh, he's just a kid. Even JJ Redick, he sounds like a fucking idiot. It's like, you shut the fuck up, JJ. I'm like, it's not making any sense what you're saying, because it's like, dude, this is a fucking business. You know this. You played in the league for 13 years. This is a business, bro. You would have got the same treatment. You would have been out here flashing the fucking gun and got recorded doing the shit. They would have suspended your ass too. So, and it's just like, he's had people before him who's done dumb shit like this to learn from. So it's not an excuse. Like, you just need to pick better fucking friends, bro. Like ain't nothing wrong with you having a gun. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. But you don't have to flash it. What are you flashing it for? You're a fucking NBA star. You have security, my nigga. You have security. So what the fuck are you flashing your gun for? Because you're never gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? Not like it's making a big deal about you using it ever, but you don't have to use it, bro. You're never gonna have to use it. You have people around you who are there to protect you. That's what the fuck you pay them for. So it's just like this fucking facade that you're putting on and trying to act like you're this fucking nigga from the hood, bro. Just stop it. Just play fucking basketball. Do what you do outside, bro. Whatever, but don't post it on social media. Do what the fuck you want, but play basketball. Leave the fucking shit alone, the hood shit alone, bro. You don't have to be hood, nigga. I don't see why the fuck that shit's glorified. You know what I'm saying? And that's not having to say shit about black culture or anything for anybody who fucking being hood, being a nigga, being a fucking rambunctious asshole, all that shit. It's not like, why what is this? Why is that attractive? Why is that like something that everybody wants to be all of a sudden? Because of fuck, I'm starting to see it's like, oh, it's NBA young boy, man. That man get you in this shit, bro. What? No, fuck that. It's like, NBA young boy doesn't even live the lifestyle that he fucking says that he lives. Like, I mean, come on now. Like, Ja, like, they talking about some, oh, well, Ja, he listened to his music. Bro, it's fucking music. If you're being influenced by that shit, bro, you're a fucking idiot. That nigga's a millionaire just like you are. You really think this motherfucker out here doing the dumb shit that he does it because that's the image that he got famous off of, bro. But yeah, come on, man. Come on. Ja, you're an NBA basketball player, but that's why the fuck you're famous. That's why you have millions of dollars to do the shit that you want to do. So why fuck that off to go do some shit that you never did growing up? Like, come on, bro. That's just how I look at it. Because it's like I said before, bro, you already got a fucking microscope on you because you're a black man, bro. And you just want to keep the fucking microscope on you because you want to be a fucking jackass. Like, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. It's not just him, it's his friends too, his friend group. Like, nigga, why are you this nigga got a gun, bro? Why the fuck you recording him, bro? Because you setting his ass up. Because y'all want him back in the streets with y'all. Because y'all jealous. And for him not to realize this shit, yes, bro, he's a fucking idiot, in my opinion. I mean, just being real, bro. He's a fucking idiot. Like, my nigga, your niggas around you don't want you to succeed, bro. They happy that you got the money so y'all can do the shit that y'all do. But at the end of the day, bro, they jealous of you. Because why the fuck is your homeboy in the car recording you? I mean, yeah, he tried to put the fucking phone down quick, but like, nigga, he still was recording you. He knew you had the gun out, bro. He knew that shit. So you just being ignorant. Like, that's my whole take on it. After that little rant and shit. The nigga's just ignorant, bro. And like, this is just some shit to, but it's like, fuck it, bro. He's a grown ass man. Do what the fuck he want. But come on now, like, my nigga, like, come on, put the gun down, bro. You want to flash at somebody? Go to the fucking gun range. Let some rounds off. Shoot the gun. You just want to keep flashing your shit because you think you nice. Oh yeah, nigga, I got a gun. Cool. Other niggas got guns too. Got bigger guns. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to end up like, I saw some people talking about, well, I don't want rappers to end up, NBA players end up like fucking rappers getting gunned down and shit over stupid shit. I was like, hey, you play stupid games, you win stupid fucking prizes. So it's like, hey, that's the type of fucking lifestyle you want to live and be around. If that's just the shit that's gonna come with it. So, not saying anybody gonna gun down an NBA player like that, but hey, shit, open up possibilities. Because you pull your gun out on the wrong fucking person, you ain't gonna get to put that shit back in and then walk off and talk shit. They gonna shoot your ass right there on the spot. So
this is a series of things that Ja's been involved in less than a year. So it's like let's just say these are a bunch of small offenses. The fact that they're compiled on top of each other makes it such a big issue. And shit, I'll be petty just for a little bit. His homeboy was recording them. He only had like 101 people on that shit.
Yeah, like
so in terms of the microscope of you and the black being an African American athlete and millionaire, all those things are true. This is rare. Like I've never seen. Like I feel like what I'm saying is I feel like Ja goes out of his way to do this, or maybe his team goes out of their way to make sure he's not with the team. If because any star of the team is gonna be not even you, like as the player in your personal team, but the organization is gonna make sure they have people on you with you, teammates. You know what I'm saying? To where you shouldn't feel comfortable to even want to go back to the like it's I don't know it's a I'm a real nigga type thing to where it's like the gun. I don't have a problem with the gun. I don't have a problem with the gun. The thing that I have a problem with is the business part where it's like if you have an organization where that is prohibited or there's a certain image that you just have to keep, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a place where, if I'm being devil's advocate, if you're in a place where guns are illegal and having a gun on camera is not a problem, then it shouldn't be a problem. I think the big problem is Ja's the star.
yeah.
I think that's the thing. I think Ja is the star. You're the face of the Memphis Grizzlies. So you doing this is then what Dylan Brooks, you know? Like there are just certain eyes that are on you that is there are a bunch of black men that are in the league. I'm not saying that Ja is excluded from doing this, but I do feel like if there are other players who are doing this, we wouldn't even care or wouldn't even say nothing about it because who are you and what do you do for us? Nothing. So
I'm not see. I agree with you on that to an extent. They would still be punished, right? But it wouldn't be broadcasted. That's my whole point. You are the fucking star, Ja. Then you, on top of that, you are African American with this shit as well, bro. People can say, "Oh, you bring racism." It's the truth, bro. It's the fucking truth. That's why the fuck they're highlighting it so goddamn much. Why do you feel the need to do this dumb shit? Why? I don't get it. What are you getting from it? Nothing at all. Nothing. Like you're not getting anything, bro. That fucking gun company not sponsoring you, nigga. Them niggas fucking NBA young boy ain't fucking calling you, niggas paying you for doing this shit. You ain't getting none of this shit, bro. You doing that shit and you fucking your life up. You fucking your money up, bro. Why? Why? Because if you do this shit again, Adam Silver might fuck around and say, "Fuck it, your ass is gone. Get him out my league." Period. Then what you gonna do? You gonna go over there with Dwight and go play in Taiwan, bro? That's what you finna go do?
Dwight really is trying to recruit them niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Dwight talking shit. That's what I'm saying. Because he knows he fucking up. Because he's like, you're a fucking dumbass.
Nah, a lot of people are speaking on this. A lot of people are speaking on this. A lot of people are have different. A lot of people are saying the same thing, but a lot of people are emphasizing the. A lot of people are emphasizing the why are we doing this on Ja when there's other people who do like that's not the conversation that we're having, and this is where being a black man in America and having money and having status is important and a factor in this conversation where people don't want to do that. I find it very ignorant that people don't put that as a factor because that is in America, that is a huge factor. That's a huge factor. So when we say Ja, you're a black man, you're a millionaire, there are eyes on you, you have a target on your back, you need to act accordingly. The response of today will be, why are you thinking like that? It's not like that anymore. Like we ain't in that world no more. And that's where you're a fucking idiot. So you're a dumbass. That's where these young kids are idiots because they think that doesn't exist. We're all the same. And that is not it. And Ja is going to find out that when you keep on poking the bear, you gon' get the claws. And Adam Silver from the commissioner standpoint, I saw his interview when he was talking about it. I could just tell by facial expressions what you really saying versus what you saying, publicly, whatever. That boy is his ass is grass. His ass is grass. And to me, it's like, it's not even like I want you to punish him, but it's like, bro, like, again, you do stupid things, you win stupid prizes. It's like you play stupid games, play stupid prizes. And it's like, because you're a black man and because we as black people are supposed to rally and support when one of shit, sometimes you need to get in some bullshit. You need to get your ass whooped. You need to get this punishment. You need to get some type of huge penalty on your ass so you learn. And that's not us saying we don't fuck with black people or we don't fuck with the culture, or we don't fuck with, that type of shit, because as soon as we start saying stuff like that, that's where it goes to. And I feel like that's weak. Shit. Take it to another thing. I mean, kind of back to, but like even Tupac, right? Because as I've learned, I'm saying, he was very well versed with different types of people. He had a personality, a charisma that reached all types of people, not just black people. He definitely wanted elevation in his community, but he could always, be influential around other people. So in terms of how people see you a black man. So, and you're Tupac. So everything that you do, and the way, and you're aware of this. This is what he's saying. You know there's all eyes on you. So when you do dumbass nigga shit, don't be upset when people be looking at you like you crazy. Don't be upset when people are saying you're a menace to society because you saying some wild shit while cameras are rolling. And there's a lot of people behind the scenes who be like, yeah, Tupac didn't have to do that. Yeah, sometimes he'll be the smartest dummy in the room. He'll come and he'll say some real prophetic, smart ass shit. He'll go in the bathroom, come back, say some dumbass nigga shit that debunked everything he just said before. You know what I'm saying? So that's the where it's like, we need to be accountable to our words, our actions, and if they don't match, then we need to get to straightening. And for Ja, this the second time he done apologized for this shit. And to me, it's not even like he could have done whatever. And the fact that he got punished for it, the fact you get in trouble for the same exact thing that you just got in trouble for, it's like, bro, ain't nobody gonna help you now. Like you in Adam Silver's hands, and Adam Silver is not gonna let you slide with this one.
Nope.
So
Because you just blatantly lied in this man's fucking face and just, made a fool out of him for letting you come back the first fucking time, you jackass. So fuck I'm saying, bro. Like, put the fucking gun down, nigga. That's what I'm saying. If you want to do this shit, bro, do it. But why the fuck are you recording yourself? Why do you have your niggas around you recording you doing this shit, bro? And niggas like, oh, well, he was just sitting in his yard, man, in his car. Nigga, shut up. Shut up. People, he is a fucking figure right now. He is a very big figure where there are kids. He's 23 years fucking old. There are fucking 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds looking up to this man. Right? And if you, I guess people don't forget, children are very influential, right? They will fucking do whatever the fuck they see, and they will go run with that. So you don't think, oh, John fucking made it to the league, man. He's out here running around with guns and shit like that. I should be able to do that too, and I'm gonna make it. Not saying everybody's mindset is like that, but damn, bro, like, come on, bro. You're supposed to be a beacon for these kids, bro. To big something. You out here acting like a fucking jackass. Stop being a jackass, my nigga. Come on. You don't have to do that shit. Like, I get if you came from the hood, bro, but even niggas who come from the fucking hood don't do that shit. Like, come on, bro. There's real niggas from the hood, bro, who made it out, who don't do that shit no more. You a nigga who ain't even from the fucking hood, you acting like that, bro. Like, come on.
Let's take it a step further. A lot of NBA players like Steven Jackson and I can't even think of all them. But you know who them boys is. Them street ballers who became. They're very disappointed in this brother as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it's because the people are saying, why are we putting the hammer down on him? Because the hammer needs to come down on him. That's what.
Because he ain't gonna exactly. He's not gonna fucking change. He gonna keep doing the same dumb shit. And then what y'all gonna do when he get kicked out the fucking league? Y'all gonna riot? No, he did the shit to his fucking self.
What are you gonna do when harm comes his way because someone was looking at his live or his friend's live and they get in his location, and now it's a deeper thing than just live. It's altercations. It's other people who have some type of, and here's the thing. That's a wild thing to think. That's a wild way to go, But in his past transactions, he's already had situations with other people violent. Like, so this is where it's like, bro, a pattern is a pattern. I don't care about him being a good kid and he is, he doesn't, bro. A pattern is a pattern. And for men, bro, black men, bro, nah, bro, we gotta stop that baby and bullshit, bro. Gotta stop that baby and bullshit right the fuck now.
Exactly.
I'm sick of it. I'm
Exactly.
done. I'm sick of it. Men have conversations behind closed doors. And I don't know if women know that, but this is the whole point of it. The conversations that's about to happen with John Morant, more than likely, are going to be with all men in the room. And if I am a man and I could think and be a fly on the wall and think what all the men are going to say about this, there are not going to be no sympathy, emotional. No, it's about to be hard and and destructive. Pause.
I'm about to say, yeah, what the hell, Kiss?
I know. So yeah, no, I don't like the sympathy train because it doesn't do anything but give you're encouraging bad behavior. And
we already. Yeah, that's not, bro. You know what I'm saying? We already like it's already a target that niggas is violent and angry all the time and shit like that, and then here you go with this dumb shit. Like you ain't acting violent, nigga, but you go, I'm flaunting this gun though. You're like, nigga, I got it on me. So if I ever got to use it, goddamn it, just know. I'm like, nigga, what? Bro? Like that's like I said before, you are never gonna fucking use that shit, bro. So stop it.
So
before you ever have to use that fucking gun, bro, the people who are around you are gonna fucking use theirs before you ever have to use yours. So stop flaunting your shit because you have no reason to flaunt it.
Indeed. So I want to transition this a little bit because I was, and this kind of plays into it. Heroes, right? Our heroes, black heroes, that we look at as, I would say my ancestors, but people that we look at who paved the way for us to get to we are now as black people in America. Something that was, and this is more like a Tupac episode, but something that they said in Tupac episode documentary, they were talking to him. An interview asked him, how does it feel to have all of your heroes in jail? Right? And he was more speaking to his mom and all the people that raised him while he was in the Black Panther, while the Black Panther Party was prevalent. All the prominent members were in jail. So, he was like, yeah, he answered the question. But that was such a, like, that question was so crazy when she asked it, because I thought about me and I was like, damn, none of my heroes are in jail. Well, two things happened. One, I realized that most of my heroes that my African American ancestor heroes, they've been to jail. All of them probably they all went to jail, right? And then number two was most today's black heroes or role models for today are not political. They're entertainment. They're entertainers, right? When they talked about Pac and they're asking him about his heroes and them being in jail, he was speaking on the Black Panther Party in the 1960s and how they were black revolutionaries and how they were labeled as terrorists, and how in 1969 that was the year where they just rounded them all up and threw them in jail. So they were looked at as villains. They were looked at as people who were against America. Yet Tupac looked at them as their heroes. And if I internalize that, we all internalize that if we're real with ourselves, that's the same shit. And it's like, damn, when we say we got to look up to better people, we got to, be upstanding, this, that, and the third. So you telling me your heroes ain't had a gun and flash that shit around in defiance? you telling me none of your favorite heroes talked out brashly against the system and whatever they were doing? And that's where I'm not calling John Morant a hero by no means. But what I am saying is it's a slippery slope, right? Because we're talking about John Morant being a distraction, and he's not doing anything to elevate his family, because all he's doing is putting them back. Yet the same type of actions The Black Panther Party did in the 60s. And that was for us, for us to be liberated and for freedom. Yet they were looked at as the most terrorist, most heinous group in America. So I just think that's so interesting that us as blacks have such a twisted history in who we call our heroes. And when they were living, they were the abomination, and the FBI and all the government were trying to get them and go to jail and kill them and XYZ. Yet 20, 30 years later, they idolized them as heroes and what they did to make a mark for us African Americans. I think it's sick. I'm off a job, but I really am on the whole black heroes. And what does the black hero of today look like? You know what I'm saying? The upstanding black man to follow. Because if we, people will say LeBron James, people say Drake, people say, you know what I'm saying? People will name an entertainer way before they name a doctor, a philanthropist, a scientist, a politician. And one point in time, those people were the most mainstream, mainstream names, idolistic names during that time. Frederick Douglass and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. They were entertainers. They were, they had platforms, and it didn't start off political, but it got to a political standpoint. And I think those were the people that were really pushing that envelope. Now it's like, what does that look like now?
Right.
And if we are looking at entertainers to be those heroes, I don't know. It doesn't look good. And I as an entertainer, as an artist, as a rapper, I'm saying that doesn't look good. Because we're all human. I mean, so you really shouldn't put anyone on the pedestal. But like you said, not even kids, but human beings are very influential. So it's like you gotta follow something. You gotta believe in something. You gotta believe in someone. And again, I think the right thing to do is just to admire them from afar, what their story and what they've done, and don't try to relive your life like theirs. No. But what you should do is definitely learn from their lives and, try to formulate the best life you want and move accordingly. I think now these kids are so drawn to attention, and the quickest way to get attention is having a gun, OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? Like Instagram, social media. And like, that's where it's like, everybody's trying to be a hero. Everybody trying to be the martyr. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to be the savior. Like, nobody's doing anything for real. Like, what are you doing that makes you think that you should be looked at in that way? And let's just say, for Ja Morant, you are that guy. What makes you think that it's okay to just squander that shit? You know what I'm saying? So I think us as black people, we just have a real interesting journey when it comes to just where do we stand in America these days. Yeah, damn, that's the most adult shit I ever said in a while.
That man maturing.
I mean, nah, bro. These are just thoughts that really were flying off of me when I was watching the Tupac series. It was very good. I mean, it really made me think about myself as an artist, and like, what am I really doing? What am I really trying to accomplish? And not saying Pac wanted to be, well, no, Pac wanted to be the greatest. I think everybody wants to be the greatest, but in order to be the greatest, you got to live. But I guess you just got to study the greats. And I'm not saying that, you have to be a mega superstar. Everybody got to know your name around the world. I'm not saying that. Some people don't look at that as the goal. But I mean, just like if you are an athlete and you go to the league, you strive to be the best basketball player in the league. You know what I'm saying? You strive to get the championship. So I think as an artist, when you get into the industry, like your goal is to be the best artist that you can be, but should be the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like anything less is like what you're doing it for. So I think, when you have that ambition, depending on how deep you go with it, it can look very passionate, or it can look very obsessive, and it can look, real, it can get real dark real fast. And this is again, these are things that's really coming off the Tupac series, but as an artist, I can relate to that. I can relate to that real deeply. Yeah, man, it really touched me. But yeah, man, I'm off of this. No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, no, I'm good with the Tupac series. We can get to some other shit. I'm off jaw. We can get to some fun shit. Everything else on here is fun shit. We ain't none of this shit is deep and mature. We can get to some ignorant ass shit. Shit, man. Let's get right into it since we in sports. NCAA coming back has a suspected return next summer. Heard about that?
NCAA. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's supposed to be this year, but they pushed it back.
Now, if y'all don't know what we talking about, this is gaming shit, but basically NCAA, it's been 10 years, right? About 10 years.
It'll be 10 years next year, yeah.
10 years since the last NCAA football game came out.
Since we graduated high school.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. We finna get, hopefully we get NCAA and Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3 in the same year.
Budokai 4.
Oh, excuse me, Budokai 4.
Well, Tenkaichi 4.
Thank you. Yeah, no, if those two things come out this year, then Harry Potter might actually have some competition.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be playing fucking Spider-Man though.
Spider-Man 2 is coming out. I'm just not playing Miles Morales.
Yeah, me too. I haven't really had a chance to play it as much because my controller's busted. But I get a new one tomorrow, so I'll probably play that a little more than this rank bullshit.
Not bullshit. Just got to take a break from the ranked and then get back in.
Nah, that shit's fun. I like playing it. I've gotten a lot of solid clips out of it too. As you witnessed yourself.
Nah, bro, you done got some dynamic kills. I need to get back on my shit. I just been. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I've been a little under the weather for the last 2 days, so I'm just trying to get back to full health. And yeah, I've minor setbacks been happening. Technological setbacks been happening on my end, but my mom been telling me Mercury is out of retrograde, but there's a shadow that casts over the rest of the month. So I'm just there's some shit that's just flying around that's trying to get me down. I ain't gonna let it get me down. I ain't gonna let it get me down. I gotta stay positive like I always do.
Yes, you do.
Even though I just you gotta be like period in the sentence. We are literally stay positive. Your turn, man. You can pick a topic.
Hold on, give me a second. You got the playoff? Yeah. Let's talk about the playoffs.
Man, I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care? I mean, I wasn't gonna talk about the Warriors.
I don't care. Who cares? Who cares? Warriors ain't winning. I don't care. Who cares? Nah, I ain't gonna.
Well, you put it as a damn topic, so you obviously care.
No, of course, because I'm joking. I'm joking. I love basketball. I love the Warriors, but I'm still paying attention. Yeah, bro. So what you think, Cam? Listen, I feel like the Lakers treated the Warriors series like the finals.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was getting that vibe after like Game 5. When I saw Game 5, I was like, "Ooh wee, y'all."
I mean, this series, both series are going to 7, for sure. In my opinion, Denver comes out on top. I hate to say it, but I feel like some I'm not really trying to wish bad luck on the man, but I feel like AD goes down, he gets injured or something, and that's kind of the end of them right there because they have no hope if AD goes down. Like nobody's guarding Jokic. Even with AD, they're not guarding Jokic, but he can match Jokic like with points. So, in my opinion, Nuggets take it in 7 with a healthy AD, and they might take it in 5 or 6 if AD goes down. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, people talking about oh well, they blew a 21-point lead. I was like, no, they didn't. I was like, blowing a 21-point lead is them losing after having a 21-point lead. They didn't lose. They still won by 6, right? No, they only won by 6, and they were hitting wild shots. I was like, yeah. And Bron damn near had a triple double. AD had 40 points and like what 10 boards or some shit. Austin Reeves balled out. I was like, so how y'all just gonna go away from how the Lakers played probably one of their better games of the playoffs and act like Jokic and them haven't been doing this shit all season? I was like, Jokic has damn near been averaging a triple double in the fucking in the playoffs. I think he has like 4 triple doubles so far in the playoffs or some shit. Like y'all better stop shit like acting like this man isn't like that. Like he shouldn't have won MVP this year either. Like he should have fucking won that shit over Joel Embiid who scored 15 fucking points in the goddamn game 7.
So as of
And then
now, okay.
and then Jimmy Butler is finna come out of the East.
I told you. I told you. I don't. But I told you. I'm. Listen, man. Cam done said everything I would say. Okay. I do not believe that the Lakers are going to beat the Denver Nuggets because I feel like the Lakers really balled out game 5 and game 6, like out of their minds. I feel like because that is what Golden State brings out of them. I feel like they're going to never have that type of feeling. And even if they do, it's not going to be consistent to where Denver, like you've been saying, is a consistent ship where they've been doing this all season. So yeah, we're gonna see if that because game five and game 6 were out of mind Laker games. Even game 1 against like you just said against the Nuggets was out of a mind game. But y'all still not like that. So, and that's no hate. That's not a LeBron hate. That is just Lakers, Denver, right? So, I see Denver taking that. We are already I love the Celtics. I love those brothers, but they be choking, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is in the air when it comes to this type of time, but they be choking. And Jimmy Butler turns up when it gets like this. And this is where it's just pattern. You just patterns. You just notice a certain pattern when things start going. And Jimmy Butler ain't finna let this go. He gonna ride this out. I feel like he's gonna win. He might make it out the East, like you just said. So let's see. Is that all? No, that ain't it.
That is it. We in the conference finals. Whoever wins these is going to the finals.
Damn, we've been out of commission for a little bit.
All I feel like is that, like, I don't want to say this, man, because it's basketball, man. I love basketball, and I'm not saying these guys don't go out and play their hardest every night, but if it fucking ends up being the Lakers and the fucking Celtics in the fucking finals, it was a setup. It is literally for branding. It is for the NBA to make more money. It is all sorts of bullshit like that, bro. Because, bro, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that the fucking Lakers went from the fucking 13th seed to the fucking 7th seed and beat the fucking reigning champs in fucking 6. They beat the fucking Grizzlies in fucking 6. And you gonna turn around and tell me they gonna beat the number 1 seed too? I was like, y'all just trying to fucking make it to where LeBron is like this is padding for Bron's ass, bro. I'm not taking anything from him balling, but come on, bro. Come on now. Come on.
See, I'm past that. I'm past that because if that let's just say you're right with that. Even if they did that, I think
Oh,
that
I am right. Is this we talked about it. This is entertainment. If anybody believes that these fucking sporting events aren't rigged to make money, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm sorry, and I say that with the most love and respect. You're a dumbass. This is entertainment. This is an entertainment industry, bro. This is what the fuck. This is why these people are considered celebrities. You wanna know why? Because it's entertainment. They do this shit to entertain the masses. So if you really think that these motherfuckers aren't setting this shit up to have it to where they want it to be, you're dumb. I'm sorry.
I said this earlier about fixing games and stuff like that, and it's like sometimes when they're making shots and it's just going in, I don't think you can fake that.
No, you can't. But basketball is all about runs. It's all about runs. So whoever is like gets that last run and or has the best run of that game is gonna win that game, right? But you're not telling me that these niggas come out after a timeout, bro, and they was just balling and they go out here and then they just, oh well shit. These niggas just went on a 26-7 run, bro. Like these niggas just got cold as shit out of that. Like they just got cold after that 30-second timeout. Like get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah. Cam, how many times have you been on in a college court and we've played 3-on-3 and we've been down, and if they score one more point, we done. You and Wesley don't turn into Clutchingtons. You telling me that's rigged, or that's just y'all balling because y'all know how to ball?
All I'm gonna say to rebuttal with you, Kes, that's pickup basketball. This is the NBA.
What I'm saying is, Cam, you can't rig a shot.
Kes,
Cam,
you can. You wanna know why? Because this is all they fucking do. 24/7. They shoot the basketball. So you telling me right now, this motherfucker who gets paid millions of dollars to do nothing but shoot the basketball and practice basketball 24/7? Yes, everybody has cold days, everybody has slumps, but you're not telling me these motherfuckers out here missing wide open fucking jump shots. They're not doing that. They're not blowing wide open layups. They're not. I was like, yeah, turnovers happen, but come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah.
The best thing I can give you when it comes to rigging shit is in the paint. Now, when I see certain people not being aggressive in rebounds and stuff like that, I agree with you. But what I'm saying, and this is where, and I'm speaking for the West because the East is really the Eastern Conference is really a 3-point in conference. Like they don't really do a lot. I mean, they do 3-point seldomly, but they're not 3-point. They're not extra with the 3-point shot like the Western Conference. So I'm speaking for the Western Conference. When it comes to them getting dog shit, like especially the Warriors and the Lakers, when you're losing 20 points, 30 points, even if there is a comeback, even if y'all had a wild run, even if you practice the damn shot 50,000 times, you can't fake that. No, let me stop. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'll leave it alone. We're not gonna go this back and forth. I feel you, but I will
All I'm gonna
say
is two words: muscle memory.
I got you. But this is what I'll say. This is my final prediction for I feel like it will go. If it in my heart, I feel like it would go. My heart says Miami, Denver.
That's what I want. Is Miami, Denver. I do not want Lakers in fucking Boston, bro, because the Lakers are gonna run through Boston. You want to know why? Because this will be LeBron getting his 5th championship. You think he's gonna go and lose to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in the finals?
No, that's not happening.
Okay, then.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where if LeBron wins this, then you know, Lakers win, right? But if the Nuggets win this, it's open season.
It is. Anybody could win it. That's what I'm saying. Anybody. It could go shit. It could go the Heat. It could go goddamn Denver. And I feel like that would be probably a better series than Boston and the Lakers, bro.
Oh, that probably give a 5.
No, I think that goes 7 too. To be honest, it just depends
Hell
on.
no.
It just depends on how the fuck they guard Jokic. That's literally what it's gonna come down to.
No, I thought you said Lakers and Celtics would go 7.
No, I said the Heat and the Celtics are going 7, and I'm talking about the conference finals is going 7. Okay. Both of those series are going 7. The finals, it just depends on who makes it. To be honest, because if the Lakers and Celtics make it, I see the Lakers beating them in 6.
I see the Lakers beating them in 5.
No, they're gonna get 2 games. They're gonna win 2 games in the Garden.
LeBron is undoubtedly the beast of the East. Okay, so anybody that he faces that's not Steph Curry is gonna win. Like in terms of like finals. So the fact that like that was his hardest challenge, yet that was like LeBron's gonna produce. Like here's my theory, and we're gonna get off of this. My fear is not LeBron's gonna show up. Shit, AD is gonna show up occasionally. The rest of the team, that's where I have my biggest question mark. They balled out with the Warriors because it's the Warriors, but I feel like y'all not gonna do that with the Nuggets, and y'all not finna do that with whoever y'all going against on the East. Well, maybe if it's the Celtics, then sure. But if it's the Heat, nah. But y'all still might win. But it's the role players. I don't think the role players are gonna produce like they produced in the semifinals moving forward.
But that's what I said about game one. I'm like, y'all niggas talking about these niggas, blowing a 21-point lead and y'all only losing by 6, and they were hitting these. Jokic hit that wild shot at the end of the half, and then Murray hit that wild shot. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, you're right. But you keep forgetting, 80 is not dropping 40 for y'all again. I'm sorry. He's not. He might give y'all 25 and 10, 25 and 12. He might give you a 30-point game. He's not doing that shit again. Bron gonna get his. But that's the whole fucking point. People have figured it out. Let Bron get, like you just said, let Bron get his. The rest, if that's important, this is why it pisses me off so much that people, like, I try to give Bron his respect, but his fucking fans are annoying as shit because y'all don't give the rest of the team credit. It's like y'all shit on Jordan about, y'all don't give Jordan his teammates credit, but y'all fuck around and don't give Bron hitting his teammates credit, bro. Bron goes out there and give you a 40-point triple-double, right? Okay, he gave you 40 and 10. So he accounted for 20 more points with his assists, right? So that's 60 points that he accounted for, right? But they have to hit those shots. The other team scored, right? All they had to do was score 70 points to beat Bron, 61 to beat Bron. Bron can't win by his fucking self. I don't give a fuck if that nigga gets 35 assists. The people still have to hit their shots. It is team basketball. It's 5v5 on that fucking court. So, like you said, that supporting cast don't show up. Bron can go out there and fucking give him a 40-point triple-double. 80 can go out there and give him a 40-point triple-double. If them niggas not out there hitting fucking shots, what does that mean? They're gonna lose.
I think the problem is they don't have a third. I think that's it. They don't have a solid third.
They don't need a solid third. They just need the fucking team to show up. That's the whole point of having depth. You have your stars, and then you have your role players who show up. Because Jokic and them don't have a third star. It's him and fucking Jamal Murray. And they don't even consider Jamal Murray a star half the damn time, My whole thing, and then like to get off this subject is like the last thing is like people are talking about, well, they figured them out because they made adjustments and shit like that. And I'm like, y'all act like the number one seed in the fucking West isn't gonna make adjustments to y'all in the next game. Like, yeah, y'all made adjustments, but y'all think they finna come out and play y'all the same fucking way? Y'all think that they gonna let y'all put Hachimura on fucking Jokic and not have a game plan for that, bro? Aaron Gordon is gonna feast on you, dumbass niggas. These wings are gonna feast on y'all because you still have to bring AD over and keep him in the paint to help out on Jokic. And Jokic is a passer. You can't. People keep forgetting that shit. Jokic is a fucking passer first, bro. Like Braun. Braun's a pass first guy. So is fucking Jokic. So double team him, triple team him. He's gonna pass it to the open man every time they're gonna shit on y'all. That's why y'all were down 21 yesterday, because they broke y'all's defense. You can't. I mean, that's the biggest thing now is like if you have a guard that can move. I mean, a big that can move the ball like Jokic, you have an advantage because he can pass the ball. Like, that's what it comes down to, and that's what the series is about to come down to. If you can stop Jokic from passing the ball, then they have a shot. I mean, let him go out there and drop 40 points, right? But if he only got 5 assists, that means he didn't get the rest of his teammates involved. So that means they're going to lose this game more than likely because now these other niggas have to create their own shots. Jokic is not creating their shots for them. So that should be their game plan, but that's not going to be their game plan. Their game plan is going to be, well, we're going to go out here, we're going to do this to Jokic. We're going to have AD just sit back and help just in case he comes into the paint. Bro, if I was Jokic, I would goddamn take that nigga Hachimura to the basket the whole first half, bro. So where they got to make a fucking adjustment. And then goddamn, I would shit on them that whole second half and finish out the game with 20 assists. I'm telling you, bro, if they win this game, which I feel like they will, and they go up 2-up on the Lakers, right? They're going to go, and they might lose that first game in LA. But if they win that fourth game in LA, the Lakers are done. They might as well go and hang it up because they figured them out. If they can go and win in fucking LA, it's over. They're done for. I mean, it's wraps. That's why I feel like it's wraps for the fucking Celtics too, because they lost to the Heat and they had home court advantage. So they might have to chalk that bitch up too. But I just don't see him going out like that. That's why I say it's going 7. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just really want. I fuck with Jokic. I really fuck with Jokic. I fuck with Bron and AD too. But goddamn, boy, for the way the fucking cards feel for these niggas to make it into the damn conference finals is crazy.
Jokic and Jamal Murray always get slighted in the early rounds because they have to face either, like, at the time it was either the Warriors or Houston or something like that. Like, they would always get slided out because, you know, they had better weapons. This time,
No, Houston just has no excuse. Jokic only got beat last year. Well, I mean, they probably still would have lost, but he didn't have he hasn't had his co-star for like 3 years when it comes to the playoffs. So that's why he's getting bounced in the first round. Like, Jamal Murray was hurt last year. So,
yeah,
you know, it's Jokic versus Steph, Clay, Draymond, and all them. They're, you know, their whole fucking team. So, like I said, one person can't win. He was going out there still balling out on them niggas. But what happened? They shut down them fucking role players, and they lost. And that's what's gonna come down. I mean, shit. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Go out there. I ain't saying they let any. I'm not saying they let these niggas do this shit. That's not what I'm trying to say. But go out there and let this nigga AD drop 40 again. Cool. You drop 40. Where them other 75 points finna come from so you can keep up with us? Because we're at 115 and you got 40 from AD. So what you finna do? Oh, Bron gonna give us 35. Oh, okay, that's 75. Y'all still down by 40.
You know, these games been hitting the 100 mark for real.
So I mean, that's my biggest take on it. I don't know, bro. This shit is just crazy. Like, cause I don't know, bro. I'm a big fan of sports too, and I can be delirious at times and talk some dumb shit. But boy, Lord have mercy, some of these fucking fans are just annoying as shit. I'll be like, yo, shut up. You sound stupid. Like, oh man, they only beat us by 6. But what is that in the category for the playoffs right now? L, right? Y'all are down 1-0. So they could have beat y'all by half a fucking point. Y'all still fucking lost. So, like Jokic said the best. Well, I fuck with Jokic. He said the best. He's like, bro, a win is a win around this time of year. Whether you win by a point or by 10, a win is a win. It's game 7, and y'all win by 1 fucking point. Guess what? You're advancing, and the other team is going home.
Mm-hmm. No, I think we might definitely see some new things happen in the next couple of weeks.
These gonna be some good ass games, man. These gonna be some good ass games. Boy, I'm mad I can't watch them because I'm gonna be at work for most of them. But boy, this should be good games right here. Good games.
Mm-hmm. Is there any topics on here you fuck with?
That's. I mean, we went through most of the stuff that we would really talk about. So.
Yeah. See, this is what happens when you don't have a fucking third, because the third is always good for the podcast. But as I'm learning, it's all good. Nah, I'm in this shit, bro. It's all good. Fuck it. I got shit to do. You about to go to sleep or you about to go in the game?
I'm probably gonna play the game for a little bit.
All right, I'm about to head home because my shit is still deactivated. Get out in these streets anyway.
Oh, you DoorDash shit?
Yeah, man. Let's just, cross our fingers and hope this is just a minor setback.
You always do Uber Eats?
Yeah. There's always other options. I'm not trying to create more.
Go through that. Yeah, I feel you on that.
Try to create more anxiety on top of it. Let's just see if the people will do their jobs and get back with me, and we can see what the hell's going on. So, yeah. All right. This is episode 55. I'm your host, KQ Dog at Hell United Podcast. We out.
Already, y'all be easy. Enjoy these playoffs.
Yeah. And see how much money you lose when you're down. Bye.